though. I wonder if Penelope is going to be here today. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Does a person who committed a murder the previous day go into work as a waitress the next day? Oh, here she comes. Good morning, decent people. How can I help you? I'll have the Bayside griddle cakes and a cup of hot morning coffee. And for you, Elena, I'll have the Bayside griddle cakes and a cup of hot morning coffee. Coming right up. Look at her, Elena. Does she radiate anything from her aura that would even give you pause to think that she is capable of murder? No, she doesn't. I wonder if it really was her who committed the murder. Okay. I wonder if it really was her who Ethan saw commit the murder. Could have been somebody else. A lot of women resemble her. I say we reopen the case and give her the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, well, here she comes. Here you are, young lovers. Enjoy. Thanks, Penelope. Yeah, thanks, Penelope. Bye. Have a terrific day. You too. Michael and Elena finished breakfast and went for a walk. Around town. So, Elena, we have a lot of conflicting evidence. Yeah, the murder still hasn't been solved. Do you want to go back to my condominium to practice more William Shakespeare dialogue? Sure. Mike and Elena went back to Mike's condominium to practice more William Shakespeare dialogue. Mike and Elena got up the next morning to take a walk along the ocean and talk. It was a cloudy day with a mild breeze blowing on them. In the distance, they could hear the rumbling of thunder. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. We keep getting conflicting evidence concerning the murder. Yes, we do have some conflicting evidence about the murder. That's without mentioning the people from the parallel society that we suspect could have done it. Yeah, I know it's a dark topic, but in order to solve the murder, I think we'll have to probe deeper into the mind of a murderer. What are the primary motives for murder? Often it's money, betrayal, jealousy, rage, revenge, hatred, disgust, and innate evil. Yeah, those are some of the more common motives for murder. Some people suffer from mental conditions that cause them to believe that there are evil spirits beckoning them from a hidden realm to murder people. I'm seeing some nice comments on the screen there, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the thumbs up there. And I just wanted to say, from here on out, I'm just going to keep reading this. So I'm not ignoring anybody. I just want to keep the continuity in my little mini play here. Okay. What if it is not a delusion? What if there really are evil spirits beckoning them to commit murder? So some people are deluded. Some people seem to have some kind of delusion that there are evil spirits beckoning them to commit murder. What if there really are evil spirits? So it's kind of a double-edged sword, as you can see. Are you being serious? Yeah. You believe in spirits? Yes, I do believe in spirits. Both kind and evil. Okay. If there really are spirits beckoning them to commit murder, Why would they beckon them to commit murder? Why does there always have to be a why? Why do the actions of human beings or spirits have to be validated by a motive? Isn't it possible for the actions of humans and spirits to be guided by some external force? But then, even in that scenario, the force that was guiding them would have to have a motive. Why do they have to have a motive? Who does anything without a motive? I eat because I'm hungry. I work out because I want to get into shape. I have sex because I seek pleasure. I argue with somebody because I am angry and want to prove a point. I go to church because I don't want to go to hell. I buy new clothes because I want to look good. I kill because I have a motive, such as the desire for revenge. I agree with that, but maybe on some level, actions don't require motives. On some bizarre esoteric level, maybe things happen for no reason at all. I'm going to think about that and get back to you on that. Okay, let's just enjoy the day. Yeah, let's. The day turned to evening. Would you like to go back to my condominium? Is Briggs more William Shakespeare dialogue? Sure. Mike and Lelena went back to Mike's condominium to practice some more William Shakespeare dialogue. Mike and Lelena got up the next day and with the pancakes by the bay for breakfast and coffee. They got their usual booth by the window. Penelope's at their order. How can I help you? Good morning, Penelope. Don't you look lovely and innocent? Lovely and innocent? I'll take lovely. Innocent? Of course I'm innocent. To what are you referring? I'm just alluding to how your countenance doesn't cause the typical person to even suspect that you could possibly commit any kind of a heinous crime. Oh, certainly not. I'm innocent to the extent that a person can be innocent. Is anybody truly innocent? Is there any human being in the world who is completely innocent insofar as they have not only never perpetrated a single act that was in any way harmful or offensive to another person, but also have never said or thought of anything offensive? I've never met such a person. I've been searching my whole life for a person who embodies moral perfection. It keeps me searching for a heart of gold. I don't think it exists. That being said, most people wouldn't kill another person. I agree. Hey, what are you implying? Oh, nothing. Let's just talk about something else. Let's talk about that some other time, okay? Okay. What's it gonna be for breakfast? Give me the pancakes. Give me the paradise pancakes. And a cup of my morning coffee. For you, Elena? Give me the British egg griddle cakes and a cup of my morning coffee. Coming right up. Mike and Lelena enjoyed breakfast and went for a walk along the ocean that evening. It was a mild evening in early October. Go back to my condominium to practice more William Shakespeare dialogue? Sure. Mike and Lelena went back to Mike's condominium to practice more William Shakespeare dialogue. Here's an excerpt from it. Now hold on while I get my William Shakespeare book out. Okay. Romeo and Juliet. Act 2, Scene 2, Capulet's Orchard, Enter Romeo. Each has the scars that never felt a wound. Enter Juliet above at a window, but soft. What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou her maid art more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green. None but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love, although she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. To the fair stars in all the heavens, having some business there, do entreat her eyes till they twinkle in their spheres, till they return. What if her eyes were there? They in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars as daylight doth a lamp, would through the eerie region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand? Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek. She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious as this night, being over my head, as is the winged messenger of heaven, unto the white upturned, wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds, and sails upon the bosom of the air. Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow that tips with silver all these fruit treetops. Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable. What shall I swear by? Do not swear at all. Or, if thou wilt, swear by the gracious self, which is the god of my elder tree, and I'll believe thee. If my heart still love, well, do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which doth cease to be. Here one could say, light and sweet good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, a sweet repose and rest. Cut my heart as that within my breast. Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied? What satisfaction canst thou have tonight? The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine. I gave thee mine, and yet I wouldn't wear the give again. Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love? But to be frank, to give it thee again. And yet I wish for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. I hear some noise within. Dear love, do. Anon, good nurse, sweet Montague, be true. Say but a little. Oh, blessed, blessed night. Being a night, all this is but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substantial. 3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If thou 1,000 times the worse to want that light Love Gorsors love as schoolgirls from their books, but love from love like schoolgirls with happy lips. Rihanna or Juliet above? Hist, Romeo, hist, over a falconer's voice. To lure this tassel gentle back again, banishes, and may not speak aloud, else would I treat the cave where echo lies, and make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine, with repetition of Romeo's name. Enter Romeo and Balthazar, with a torch, a mattock, and a crow of iron. Give me that mattock and the wrenching iron. Hold, take this letter early in the morning. See thou deliver it to my father. Give me the light. Upon thy life I charge thee. Whatever thou hearest or seest, stand all aloof, and do not interrupt me in my course. Why I descend into this bed of death is partly to behold my lady's face, but chiefly to take thence from her dead finger a precious ring, a ring that I must use in dear employment. Therefore hence be gone. But if thou dost return to pry what I farther shall intend to do, by heaven, I will tear thee joint by joint, and strew this hungry churchyard with thy limbs. The time and my intents are savage wild, more fierce and more inexorable than empty tigers of the roaring sea. I'll be gone, sir, and not trouble you. So shalt thou show me friendship. Take thou that. Live and be prosperous, and farewell, good fellow. This letter doth make good the friar's words. The course of love, the tidings of her death, and here he writes, that he did by a poison of a poor apothecary, and therewithal came to this vault to die, and lie with Juliet. Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague, see what a scourge is laid upon your hate, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love, and I, for winking at your discords, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished. Oh, brother Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure. For no more can I demand. But I can give thee more, for I will raise her statue in pure gold. That whiles Verona by that name is known, there shall no figure at such rate be set as that of true and faithful Juliet. As rich shall Romeo by his lady's lie, poor sacrifices of our enmity. A glooming peace with this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence and have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned and some punished, for never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo. Oh, hi, people. Thanks for listening. That was a bit of a Romeo and Juliet, kind of like juxtaposed within my Reality Bites 2 narrative. So I'm going to bring this back into my bookshelf, and I'm going to go back to one of my notebooks, and I'm going to do some more dialogue for Reality Bites 2 that I wrote. And so you can compare my writing to Shakespeare's, and see who you like better, William Shakespeare or Mike Meyer. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this back to the bookshelf, and I'm gonna do my dialogue now. Okay. So I wrote a lot of dialogue for my Reality Bites 2 script, so it's really not like it's really more than a movie script. It's actually really more of a continuing saga. I mean, it's like encyclopedic, the amount of stuff I wrote for Reality Bites 2. So it's almost kind of like, it's not even like a mini series. It's more like it's like an epic saga. It's kind of like it's like the history of the world, Volume 4 or something like that. It's like it's just a continuing saga. It's kind of like this monster that just keeps growing. Okay, let's see. The next morning arrived, and those present at Pancakes by the Bay were wondering where Mike and Elena were. The only person there who knew where Mike and Elena were was Penelope the waitress, who was among the people who psychically transported them to the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place. A couple named Herbert and Blanche come into the restaurant and sit down at a table. "Where's Mike and Elena? They're always here on Tuesday mornings." "Herbert." "Yes, what is it, Blanche?" "I have a theory, Herbert." "A theory? About what, Blanche?" "A theory about the murder. Is Penelope around?" "No, she won't hear us, Blanche." "My theory is that Penelope committed the murder." "Come on, Penelope the waitress. She's trying to solve the murders." "I happen to know that she has psychic powers and believe that perhaps she teleported Mike and Elena to the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place." "That's ridiculous. Why would she do that, Blanche?" "Because they suspect that she is the murderer." Seems very unlikely to me. Meanwhile, Mike and Elena were wandering around the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place. How do we end up here, Elaine, in the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place? I don't know. But we need to find a way back. This is astonishing. I just saw something astounding happen. What? For a moment, some kind of image presented itself to me through what appeared to be a transom, connecting the realms where Beetlejuice 2 and Reality Bites 2 take place. That is astounding. What's even more astounding is that I think I saw, for a moment, Penelope the waitress peering into our realm. How and why would she be looking into our realm? I have a theory on that. Maybe it's because we suspect that she committed the murder. I remain skeptical. Penelope is trying to solve the murder. All of a sudden, Mike and Elena saw another image flash before their eyes. It was a hideous beast covered with hair, with sinister eyes. They thought they heard him say, "We're coming to get you!" All of a sudden, Mike and Elena were instantly teleported from the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place to the realm where Reality Bites 2 takes place. and found themselves in Mike's condominium, sitting on a couch looking out at the Golden Gate Bridge, standing proudly above the moonlit waters of the bay. How did we get back here? We'll find out. Would you like to practice more dialogue? Sure. Mike and Elena, practice more dialogue. Mike and Elena got up the next morning. With the package by the bay for breakfast. Penelope took their order. Little P for you this morning. Hi, Penelope. You're looking somewhat mirthful this morning. I'm quite happy this morning. Can you guess why? Let me see. You're not giving me any indication of why you'll be so extremely happy this morning. As a matter of fact, I've never seen anybody look as happy as you look this morning. What could possibly account for such profound happiness? I'm unclear about this myself, Penelope. You look so fucking happy. I've never in my life seen another human being look so happy. I've seen many occasions in my life, such as weddings and garage sales, where people looked like they were extremely happy, but not as happy as you look. When I look into your eyes, I can see some kind of light of meaning and significance, as if all the deep existential questions that you have been pondering for a lifetime have been answered by some higher power who has brought you into fields of uncompromising beauty, adorned with colors you have never seen, emotions you have never felt, tastes you have never tasted, and exquisite noises you have never heard, where you have found a heightened plateau to live upon. Wait a minute. Did you say that people at garage sales look happy? Yes. I think that people at garage sales, both customers and proprietors, look extremely happy. Why would you be so happy at a garage sale? There's something about a garage sale that inspires happiness in people. It's a chance to engage in conversation with a new person and maybe to find some great bargain on an item that you cherish. There's some amazing finds at garage sales. More often than not, it's just a bunch of garbage that people are just trying to get rid of to make room for other possessions in their home. Sometimes, however, there are great finds. The thrill of the pursuit of unexpected garbage sale stuff. Garage garbage sale. Garage, that's what they should call it, actually. Garage sale stuff brings out sensations of extreme happiness in people. Yeah, that makes sense. And I bet that when the person sells stuff to the other person, they feel a reciprocal mirth from the transaction. Penelope, it is my belief that they do feel a reciprocal mirth from the transaction. Okay? Yeah. Now, getting back to my question. Why are you so happy? I've been hired by Hollywood as a screenwriter. Really? That's great. Yeah, they love the documentary that I filmed about solving the murder mystery that took place here outside of Pancakes by the Bay. That's awesome. What's it going to be for you this morning? Give me the Bayside pancakes and a cup of mud morning coffee. And for you, Lena, give me the Bayside crepes and a cup of mud morning coffee. Coming right up. Look out the window, Lena. They both look out the window and see the same van that they saw the dead body being thrown into. They were dressed in black. They stared at them ominously and drove off. Do you want to go back to my condominium? Sure. They finished breakfast and went back to Mike's condominium. They sat on the couch in his living room to talk. You saw the van too? How could I miss it? It was there for what seemed like a split second and then drove off. Nobody else seemed to see it. It did look like the same van that the dead body was thrown into. Yeah, I don't think it was an illusion. How could we both see the same illusion? Now I don't think we have much reason to believe that Penelope is the murderer. All of a sudden, Mike and Elena can see Penelope through a transom in another realm in Mike's condominium. A kind of door of perception has been opened. I heard what you said about me. I'm not the murderer. Mine is a white magic, not a black magic. I practice the art of Wicca for the good of humanity. The transom then closed. Wow. That's something. Let's practice more dialogue. Sure. Mike and Elena practice some more dialogue. Mike and Elena got up the next morning and went to Pancakes by the Bay for breakfast and coffee. Penelope took their order. Good morning, Mike and Elena. Good morning, Penelope. It is a beautiful morning, isn't it? Yes, it is. What a great time of the year to be in San Francisco. Early June. It feels so good to be alive. We're hungry, Penelope. Yes, Elena. What's it going to be for you this morning? I love the Bayside griddle cakes and a cup of mud morning coffee. Sure. What's it going to be for you, Mike? Give me the paradise pancakes and a cup of mud morning coffee. Sure. I'll have that for you people. Mike and Elena were sitting at their favorite booth by the front window having deep conversation when all of a sudden they heard the sound of the Squeeze song Tempted from a car in the streets, and then the sound of a car crash. They look out the window and see a very puzzling sight. It appears to be the crash that took place in the original Reality Bites at the beginning of the movie when Elena threw a lit cigarette into Michael's car and then crashed into it. It appears to be exactly that scene unfolding, but somehow spliced into Reality Bites 2 in the street in front of Pancakes by the Bay in San Francisco. The same chain of events takes place in the new context. Michael, Elena, and Vicky get out of their cars and go into Pancakes by the Bay to sort through the situation. Upon entering, Lelena looks right at her character, her own character, Lelena from Reality Bites, with a bewildered look on her face. Lelena from Reality Bites looks back at her. Lelena, Vicky, and Michael grab a table. I'm so sorry for these unfortunate circumstances. What's your name? It's Michael Grace. I'm so sorry. That's a nice fucking car. It's too bad it's just a lump of mangled steel now after I got to it. What a beautiful car that was before I destroyed it. How can I make it up to you? Let me see, I don't know. You're such a nice person and so darn cute. Why don't you just buy me some pancakes and coffee? And maybe give me a bus pass that covers the Houston area. Thanks for being so forgiving, Michael. That's a display of unbelievable character. I turned your beautiful car into a lump of mangled steel, forcing you to take a miserable 2-hour bus ride to work every day with God only knows what kind of schizophrenic people you might be on the bus with, and you accept my apology to be served up with pancakes? Don't be completely mistaken. I am fuming inside. But pancakes and your beautiful face somehow improves my moves. Can I also get a date out of this? No. No? You destroyed my car. And you're getting me a bus pass? And I can't even get a lousy fucking date out of it? No thanks. All of a sudden, Penelope comes up to the table. Excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. I just wanted to let you know you are not in Houston, Texas. You are in San Francisco, California. What? All of a sudden, Elena from Reality Bites 2 approaches them. It's true. I saw the accident happen. That's a scene from Reality Bites that was somehow spliced into Reality Bites 2, set here in San Francisco. Are you serious? That's far out. We need to figure out how to get you back into Reality Bites. In the meantime, would you and Michael like to come with Mike and I to Mike's condominium to watch a performance of William Shakespeare dialogue? Sure. They went back to Mike's condominium to watch Mike and Elena perform some William Shakespeare dialogue. They're sitting on a couch in Mike's condominium talking. So, we have to figure out how to get you back to Reality Bites. Yeah, we need to get them back there. So a scene from Reality Bites has been spliced and placed into Reality Bites 2. I guess we need to figure out how to get it spliced from Reality Bites 2 back into Reality Bites. Yeah, that's going to be a challenge. While you're here, Lelena, would you like to know what some of the projects that you're going to be working on in the future? Sure. In Texas, You're going to be hired as a documentarian to film a documentary about the American buffalo. The American buffalo? What about the American buffalo? The spiritual connection that the American buffalo has to the people of Texas. The American buffalo is a symbol of American ingenuity, freedoms, free-spiritedness, independence, determination, liberation, pleasures of the soul, and abundance. In your documentary about the American buffalo, you study the history of the American buffalo and its relationship to the indigenous people and gain insight into its soul life. That's awesome. What else? You'll be hired as a writer for Coffee Lovers Monthly in San Francisco. That's great. I love coffee. I could write about how it excites my mind, body, and soul in a way that transcends my soul to a place of eternal pleasure. Do you want to practice some more William Shakespeare dialogue? Sure. Then practice some more William Shakespeare dialogue. Mike LaLena and LaLena from Reality Bites 2 get up the next morning, went to Pancakes by the Bay for breakfast and coffee. They got a table by the window. This is a nice restaurant. Pancakes by the Bay. I like the name. You're going to love the food. Here comes Penelope, the waitress. Hi, it's nice to see you people this morning. How can I help you? I've obviously never eaten here before. What would you recommend? The pancakes are delicious. But you can only taste the transcendent deliciousness of the pancakes if you are in love. Love is a key ingredient that flavors the pancakes. The mere culinary pleasure that you derive from eating the pancakes is heightened by the feeling of walking along a path in life illuminated by profound love. I'm not in love. Does that mean that they're going to taste like ordinary pancakes to me? I'm in love with you, LaLena. Look into my eyes, feel my soul. Feel the union of my soul with yours. We can transcend. We can walk along that path of immortal love into the gates of dawn. Fields of never seen beauty and abundance. Okay, I'm looking into your eyes. Now taste the pancakes. Elena takes a bite of the pancakes. They do taste better that way. They finish breakfast and walk out of the restaurant into what they thought was going to be a San Francisco morning and turned out to be a Houston morning. Wow, this is the apartment complex where the characters from Reality Bites lived. Have we been spliced from Reality Bites 2 into Reality Bites? Sure looks like that. It sure looks like it. Yeah, this is the building Reality Bites. We have to go inside and see the place. Sure. They went inside the apartment building to discuss the situation. When they got into the building, they found a strange-looking man in the vestibule. His name is Hugh Henderson. Excuse me, people. Are you here to see Troy Dyer? Yeah, how did you know? You have that look about you. You have that mischievous look about you. That is a defining characteristic of Troy's friends. We're not mischievous. Oh, I know you're up to something. We are certainly not up to something. We're here to visit our friend Troy. Then you can't visit Troy unless you are up to something. We can't visit Troy unless we're up to something? We're not up to something. If we were up to something, we would tell you. What would you tell me if you were up to something? That would give it away. If you were up to something, I'm sure you wouldn't tell me because then I could snitch on you. Maybe we would tell you if we were up to something if we wanted you to join us as an accomplice. But I assure you, we are not up to something. That being said, why are we not permitted to enter the building unless we are up to something? Because he's up to something. Unless you are in on the something that he's up to, you are not in cahoots with him and shall not be permitted to enter the building. Okay, we were just kidding. We are up to something. What are you up to? We're not supposed to tell you. It's between us and Troy. That's the right answer. Do you know what we're up to? No. I just know that you're up to something. That's part of the screening process the person has to go through to be admitted to the building. You have to prove to me that you are up to something. And you are in cahoots with Troy. I can tell you that you're up to something by the look in your eyes. Now for the other part of the screening process. Do you remember when Troy said that there was an IQ prerequisite to talk to him? Yeah, there really is. You have to score in the genius range of IQs in order to talk to him. You have to have a genius level IQ just to talk to this asshole? He won't even talk to people with average IQs? No, he won't. Why won't he? Because those are his rules. Those are his rules? Who has rules? He does. He has rules, and those are his rules. Well, Lena and I are both smart, but I don't see why we should have to prove it. Those are his rules. You have to prove it. How do we prove it? I have an appointment set up for you and Elena to be tested at a testing center in Houston, in Austin, Texas. How's Saturday morning? Okay, I think it's ridiculous, but we'll go. Bring me back proof of your genius level IQs and you shall be admitted to the building. Okay. Well, Elena, Would you like to practice some more William Shakespeare dialogue tonight? Sure. Mike and Elena find a park in Houston, Texas, on that beautiful night where they can practice some more dialogue. Mike and Elena thoroughly enjoy the performances of William Shakespeare dialogue. Mike looks into Elena's eyes, and then up at the full moon on a June evening, whose warm breeze blanketed their bodies and enlivened their souls. The evenings are nice here. Aren't they? They are. But I miss so much about San Francisco. I miss the Golden Gate Bridge and Pancakes by the Bay. Quite frankly, so do I. I miss the delicious pancakes at Pancakes by the Bay, along with the coffee. I miss the murder mystery we're trying to solve there. So do I. What do you really think? Do you think Penelope did it? Elena? Believe it or not, I think it's possible. I find it to be quite exhilarating trying to solve it. When I really think about it, I also think it's possible, but then I think, is that polite and charming waitress capable of murder? I agree, she doesn't seem to be. I really want to get Splice back in Reality Bites 2, based in San Francisco, so we could try to solve the murder case and enjoy Pancakes by the Bay. So do I. I just thought of something. Do you think it's possible that Penelope splices from Reality Bites 2 in San Francisco to Reality Bites in Houston because she knows we suspect that she committed the murder? Can she really do that? I hope not. I really want to get back into Reality Bites 2 in San Francisco. So do I. Houston is a nice place, but I've got to get back to San Francisco. There's no place like San Francisco. Look, did you see that? See what? Look over there. By the tree over there? I think I saw something. For a fleeting moment, I thought I saw a glimpse of Pancakes by the Bay through a transom. I thought I saw Ethan Hawke on stage performing a theatrical version of Reality Bites there with some actress. I wonder if there is some new splicing taking place. Maybe. Do you want to practice some more William Shakespeare dialogue? Sure. They practiced some more William Shakespeare dialogue. Mike and Elena got up the next morning and decided to go out for breakfast. Do you want to go out for breakfast? Sure. We'll have to find a good place. We look around Houston. I'm sure there must be something similar to Pancakes by the Bay. Let's go. Mike and Elena walked around Houston and to their bewilderment saw what appeared to be Pancakes by the Bay. Is that Pancakes by the Bay? Sure looks like it. What's it doing here in Houston, Texas? Let's go in and find out. Mike and Elena walked into the restaurant to find that it certainly did appear to be Pancakes by the Bay. They also saw Ethan Hawke on stage performing a scene from Reality Bites with some actress. It's a scene where Troy and Elena are walking around Houston smoking and drinking coffee. Here's an excerpt from it. You see, Lelena, all we need is good conversation, coffee, and cigarettes. You got it! All of a sudden, Mike interrupts them. Have you ever had the coffee at Pancakes by the Bay? Excuse me. You are interrupting our play? Oh, I'm so sorry, thespians. Keep acting. Not that you've interrupted us. I'd like to know what was so important that you would interrupt our performance. I'd really like you to try the coffee here. The coffee? I would assume it's your typical flavorless diner coffee. This coffee? Oh no. This coffee's exceptional. Exceptional. Let me try it. Penelope, would you bring us some coffee? Coming right up. Penelope comes out with a cup of coffee for Troy. Here you go. Troy takes a sip of the coffee. You know what? This is good. This is no ordinary coffee. I feel as though I'm on some elevated plane of existence whereupon I reach a plateau of love so profound it guides me through the gates of dawn into a field of ever-expanding beauty and immerses me into a state of pleasure so acute it can only be felt on a spiritual plane of existence when I drink this coffee. Troy looks at Sheila, the girl who portrays Elaine in the play, and tells her he loves her. Sheila? What is it, Troy? I love you. What? Are you kidding me? I'm not in love with you. You're not? No, what gave you that idea? We're not in love. Oh, yes, we are. We are? That's news to me. Sheila, we're in love. What the fuck are you saying to me? Where did you come up with such a bizarre notion? We're not in love. Try some of the coffee, Sheila, and then tell me that we are not in love. Sheila gets a cup of coffee from Penelope. She takes a sip of it. You're right, we are in love. I noticed that when you look outside, you see San Francisco. That's right. From inside here, we are in Reality Bites 2 in San Francisco. When you go outside, you are back in the Reality Bites in Houston, Texas. I wonder how that is. I've been trying to figure that out. Some unknown force seems to be splicing the two movies together in unusual ways. Look out the window. It's the same woman in the Corvette. She gave a package to another woman who is now driving off with it. Yeah, that's been going on for a while. Really, let's go to my condominium for some more dialogue with Lelena. Do you know how I can get there? Let me let you in on something. If you drive with a Corvette woman at an accelerated speed, you are spliced back at Reality Bites 2. Wait till she comes back, and you could try to go for a ride with her. Does she take anybody? I think she'll take you people. That's excellent. Yeah. They had a wonderful afternoon. They went back into the restaurant the next morning and got their usual booth by the window. Penelope took their order. How can I help you? I'll have the pancakes, but I'll have the paradise pancakes and Mountain Morning coffee. What's it going to be for you, Lelena? I'll have the Bayside crepes and mountains. morning coffee. Coming right up. Mike and Elena are talking when all of a sudden they look out the window and see the Corvette woman park her car and climb out. There she is. Let's go to talk to her. They run to the restaurant and talk to the Corvette woman. Excuse me, ma'am. We were told by Penelope, the waitress, that you could splice us back in reality bites 2 in San Francisco by driving us at an accelerated speed in your Corvette. Sure, friendly people. Climb aboard. By the way, what's your name? Lightspeed Mindy. Your name is Lightspeed Mindy? How did your parents come up with that name? When I was born, they were informed of my ability to drive faster than the speed of light, to warp time and space, and also my ability to splice together scenes in movies and the archetypal realm where movies take place by driving faster than the speed of light. How are you able to drive faster than the speed of light? The speed of my thought processes are faster than the speed of light. I know how to place the speed of my thought processes into material objects. Oh, I see. What's in the package you keep passing back and forth to other people? Package? It shall remain a mystery. I know what's in the package. I want to know what's in the package. Maybe you'll know someday. All of a sudden, they arrived in San Francisco in front of Mike's condominium after going faster than the speed of light. Here we are. But it was nice to meet you. Mike and Elena went into Mike's condominium to practice some more William Shakespeare dialogue. Mike and Elena get up early the next morning and went to Pancakes by the Bay for breakfast. They got their usual booth by the window. Penelope took their order. Good morning, Mike and Elena. It's so nice to see you. Oh, hi, Penelope. Yeah, it's so nice to be back in the realm where reality bites 2 takes. I miss San Francisco so much. How can I help you? Give me the Bayside griddle cakes. And a cup of mild morning coffee. And for you, Mike, give me the paradise pancakes and a cup of mild morning coffee. Coming right up. It's so nice to look out the window here and Pancakes by the Bay and observe the happy San Francisco people. It sure is. I miss that. It's fun to observe these people. We have to start writing our script based on these people. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I thought what we could do is write a script and put on a performance right here in the restaurant. The performance will be untitled so as to give them no indication of what it's about. After the performance, we can tell the people that it was based on their interactions. That'd be wonderful. Do you want to walk around town? It's beautiful out. Sure. Let's have some fun. Mike and Elena. Went for a walk around San Francisco and I had a wonderful morning. Mike and Elena get up the next morning. And what did Pancakes put the bed for breakfast again? Penelope took the order. How can I help you people? Give me the Bayside crepes and a cup of mod morning coffee. And for you, Elena, give me the Bayside pancakes and a cup of mod morning coffee. Coming right up. We have to start writing our script based on our observations of passers-by. I know. You have any ideas yet? I think the Corvette woman should be in the script. Yeah. There are some intriguing behaviors to be observed relating to her, including the package she keeps passing back and forth to people. I happened to catch a glimpse of something else very intriguing. What else? I saw a peculiar sight. If you look into her rearview mirror, you could see some kind of supernatural being from the netherworld. This being cannot be seen outside of the mirror where it appears to be reflected into the mirror, but it can be seen in the mirror. The Corvette woman also gives this being packages. Wow, that is intriguing. Do you want to go back to my condominium and practice more William Shakespeare, darling? Sure. Mike and Elena went back to Mike's condominium and practice more William Shakespeare, darling. Mike and Elena got up the next morning and went to Pancakes, put the bed for breakfast and coffee. They got their usual booth at the window. Penelope took their order. How can I help you?